So I think that what you're going to end up seeing is a lot of radio stations and owners and groups that are going to go, do we really need to pay for that human being to be here all these hours and all that time when we could freelance and outsource and get somebody to voice track from home?
What are some of the struggles you think the next generation is going to face with radio? Who people are trying to get into radio?
Well, is radio going to exist? That's really the question. Here we are in COVID-19, and most of my radio colleagues are not even going to the station. And they're all able to do their shows from home in what we call voice tracked, which is you pre-record each and every one of your segments over a song, and it times it all up, and you're not sitting in the studio for 4 or 5 hours. I used to be able to voice track an entire 5-hour show in about 45 minutes. So I think that what you're going to end up seeing is a lot of radio stations and owners and groups that are going to go, do we really need to pay for that human being to be here all these hours and all that time when we could freelance and outsource and get somebody to voice track from home? There are going to be some that are going to go, no, there's value in having that live local personality. And there is. And as long as cars still have radios in them, it's still going to be accessed. But in radio, it always drove me crazy when I'd have program directors who were like, wow, our competition is this other radio station. I'm like, no, your competition is not an other radio station. Your competition isn't even all of the radio stations. Your competition is Spotify and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and TikTok and SoundCloud and whatever music you have on your phone, and more than 1 million podcasts that are available, and, on and on and on. That's the competition. How does radio tie into that now? I think that if radio looks at it and radio can understand that they're not just radio and that they can get in the content game and they can do live local things that create video, that create a great digital and social presence, then that creates opportunities for advertisers. If they do that, then the advertisers pay, then the station can stay afloat. But you've got to at some point get beyond this, Nielsen ratings, us compared to that station. It has to be, that's like the blip. That's like the tiniest little factor, I think. It's, well, how are you selling your product, and how is a radio station making money, and what are the ideas that they're doing that creates that? And what's the impact of those ideas? Are they getting massive social interaction and social growth? Are they getting all sorts of website views and serving ads as pre-rolls that they're making even more money? You can't think of it as, we're in radio, top of the hour. It's like, you can't do that. You've got to be real. You've got to meet the consumer where the consumer is, and the consumer is face down looking at that cell phone in their hand.